Hey everyone, this is Jonathan from Guitar Player Academy here, and today we're going over the Mixolydian Mode and continuing our how-to solo series. If you haven't watched the previous parts yet, I highly recommend that you go ahead and do that. We are building on the knowledge that we have previously learned, so it's super helpful for you guys to go back and check it out. But if you're caught up and you're on this video, make sure you like the video if you find it helpful. If you find yourself cruising the channel and you enjoy the content, subscribe, and if you don't want to miss another video again, make sure you hit that notification bell. So let's go over the Mixolydian mode and what it looks like and what makes Mixolydian Mixolydian. So Mixolydian is the fifth major mode. We've gone over Ionian, we've gone over Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, now we're on Mixolydian, right? We're in the key of A still, so if we're counting up from the key of A, we can use A, B, C sharp, D, here's our fifth here, E, right? Mixolydian. That's our 5-7 chord, right? And 5-7 chord is super important and pivotal to anything you play, whether it's jazz, pop music, whatever you're playing, the 5-7 chord is always used. So what does it look like when you lay it down on the fretboard? It's pretty similar to a major scale. All the degrees are the same, except instead of playing a major 7, we're playing a flat 7, but with a major third in it. So it's kind of like a combination of an Aeolian and a major scale. The only thing you're changing in your major scale is just the flat 7, that's it. So let's break it down here. E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, here's your flat 7, which is D, to E. So those fingerings there are 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4. I am switching and putting my index on the 12th frets. Here's flat 7, that was 1, 3, 4 to 1. Very slowly now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Flat 7. Flat 7. Any 5 chords you see, any 7 chord you see, if it's a dominant 7, you can use the Mixolydian scale on it. Right? Hugely important. Now, it's good to note here what notes are safe, what notes are not safe. Well, it's very similar to all the other modes we've gone over, right? When you're playing a flat 7, you're going to want to go up to 1. And then everything else is the same as the major scale. So we'll walk it down, but I'm really going to focus on that flat 7. But once you see what we're doing here, it's going to seem rather familiar. Right, it's important to note that we are using the same backing track that we've been using for the last couple parts, which is A, C sharp, D. And you're probably thinking, well, John, I don't see an E in there. You're right, but I do this to make the point that while these modes have different names to them, they're all continuations of the major scale, which means that if you're just playing a groove in A, you can play an E Mixolydian shape. but you are still playing an A major. However, you're just really moving up that fretboard. And that's what we're doing. We're expanding what we know, getting out of the box, and moving our way up. So let's demonstrate that. We'll start on E. It's gonna work well. Works really well. But you wanna move, right? Not the flat 7. Ah. Alright. So why didn't flat 7? Sounds okay going up to E. However, in this context, it actually wants to go down to the major 6. But that makes sense because the major 6 in the key of E Mixolydian is actually the 3rd of the key of A. Super important to know. Feel that. It's a pull, right? You always want to land back on A, E, or C sharp. Ready? We'll walk up the scale. Okay. Wants to move. Wants to move even more, because that's the 3rd of the scale, but the major 7 of the key. And this flat 7 in Mixolydian, in this context, wants to go down to 6. However, in other contexts, it'll want to go up. Right? Use all your major licks. Just be careful of that flat 7. If you want to... Right? All your major licks are going to work. You just have to move that major 7 to flat 7. Look, C sharp Phrygian. Well, again, it all fits. It all fits. It all weaves together. Again, we're continuing that thought process of finding the 5. Dorian, right? Ionian. Right? It all fits together, but it's important to not mix that up. You know, for example, you know, if you're in Mixolydian here, you can't go and play, you know, over your C Lydian scale Doesn't work the same. Does not work the same. You cannot play the 5/7 everywhere. It's just, you have to memorize these patterns and know where to place them and when to place them. It's super, super important. It can get kind of confusing, but once you keep memorizing up this entire neck, I mean, look at where we started here. We really started here, right? Put on the clean here. We started all the way on the 2nd fret. We went up 10 frets. And we're only just playing the major scale, but we're doing it in different shapes and navigating up the entire fretboard. So again, what are some takeaways here? The major scale and the Mixolydian scale are the exact same thing, minus the major scale has a major 7, while the Mixolydian scale has a flat 7. When can you use the Mixolydian? You can use it specifically on 5 chords, more prominently on 5/7. However, if you're looking at it like it's the 5th position of the major scale, right, or if it's one of the positions of the major scale, you can use it anywhere. Just be cautious of how you're landing on these notes, right? We'll go with the fingering one more time, and we'll wrap it up. 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4, shift up a fret, 1, 3, 4, 1. It's a great tool. It's a great tool. But that's pretty much it. That wraps up the lesson. The Mixolydian mode is a great mode. It's very versatile. You can actually add a lot of extensions off this mode, right? Which we will talk about a little bit more in depth later. However, the Mixolydian mode is the home base for the 5/7 chords. Important to know. So if you found this tutorial at all helpful, please like the video. If you find any of the other videos helpful, please like. And if you love the channel overall, please subscribe. I know a lot of you guys that are new viewers kind of come back and view, but aren't subscribed, and it really helps the channel a lot. We are so close to, at the time of uploading this video, or at the time of recording this video, we are so close to 100 subscribers. So let's try to get past that, and let's try to beat that. And again, we want you to keep coming back to learning more. This is all stuff that I'm using every day when I go to music school, when I play professionally. This is all the stuff that I use on a daily basis. So with that being said, I hope you guys keep coming back and keep on shedding, because we want to make you the best guitar player that you can be. We'll see you in the next video.